All right, I have a special message that I've prepared for you today, and there's 5 points that I want to share with you. By the way, the title of this message is The Next 10 Years. And the 5 points that I'm going to share with you are finish the game and leave a legacy. The second point is I have a decided heart. Third is thriving on rejection. The fourth point that I have for you today is the passion of decisiveness. And fifth and final is I hope that you will join me on this journey. So I'm having a conversation with an agent at the South Florida Mastermind Monday evening at the reception. She was asking me what it felt like to be 60. Well, first of all, I reminded her that I wasn't 60 yet, that I still had a few more days to go. And then we got into a little bit more of a serious conversation about being 60.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Delica. Amazing.
She's just gonna keep it in.
Love it. I think she asked me what's next. And I said, well, here's how I'm looking at 60. The next 10 years of my life are about leaving a legacy. I'm looking at 60 as if I've got 10 more years to go. And that doesn't mean that I plan on leaving this world and taking that journey to eternal life when I'm 70, because I'm not planning on that. You know, whatever is God's plan is God's plan. What it means is for the next 10 years of my life focus is 100% full speed with passion, and every ounce of energy I have is about leaving a legacy for those who follow. And her response was, you know, that's so important for your children. And my response was, yeah, they're included in this, but that's not about them. It's about you. It's about you. It's speaking to her. Every single person that I speak to is, every conversation we have is an opportunity to change the world. And leaving a legacy is so much bigger than just the legacy we leave for our children. I was having a conversation with a leader in another part of the country, and he's sharing ideas with me. And he says, what about this? What about this? What about this? And my response to every single one of his what ifs was, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. I'm thinking bigger than that. And by the way, you should too. This is a message for you. You should too. And don't ever underestimate the power that you have to change the world for generations unborn, for people who are going to come 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, long after I'm gone, not you, you're still going to be here. And the opportunity you have to change the life for them, it's massive. It's the next 10 years to make a difference to this group that I have an opportunity to speak to every morning. It's the next 10 years for the opportunity to make a difference for the people that I have the privilege of being in business with. It's the next 10 years to have an opportunity to travel and to speak and to be in front of people, big audiences, small audiences, doesn't matter, don't care, and change the world. So the next 10 years of my life, if it's the last 10 years of my life, is about leaving a legacy. And when I close, you're going to hear, I hope you take this journey with me. Now, the second thing that I want to talk to you about is having a decided heart. And a lot of these notes can come from, you won't be surprised to hear this, they come from my favorite author, Andy Andrews. And why make something up when somebody else made it up for you? So I'm just going to share some of the things that I feel in reference to this dream. Okay, I have a decided heart. A decided heart is unwavering in the face of continued challenges and setbacks. And that ensures victory and a lifetime of great fulfillment. Truth is truth. If 1,000 people believe something foolish, it is still foolish. Truth is never dependent upon a consensus of opinion. I have found that it is better to be alone and acting upon the truth in my heart than to follow a gaggle of silly geese doomed for mediocrity. I'm on this journey. For me, there's 10 more years left. That's it. I'm on a football field that's 100 yards long, and I'm on the 10-yard line. I've got 10 more yards to go. And I know what I know that I want to do. I know what the dream in my heart is, Aaron. I'm passionate about that. And if you are for me, awesome, let's go. And if you are against me, I do not care what you think or say. Criticism, condemnation, and complaint are creatures of the wind. They come and go on the wasted breath of lesser beings and have no power over me. An indecisive person allows instability into every part of their life. It touches everything, our families. It touches everything, our families, our businesses, our hopes, and our dreams. And if we don't decide what's important in our lives, if you don't decide what's important in your life, if we don't decide what's important in our lives, we're going to end up doing things that are important to other people. The third thing that I want to talk to you about today is thriving on rejection. I love rejection. I thrive on you can't do that. You're thinking too big. Criticism, condemnation, and complaint are creatures of the wind. They come and go on the wasted breath of lesser beings and have no power over me. And yes, I know I've already shared that, and I put it in here twice for you because it's that important. The fourth thing that I want to share with you this morning is the passion of decisiveness. Distilled into one word, the idea of a decided heart is passion. Passion comes from the heart. You'll hear people talk and you'll hear them say things like, the whole thing went from my head to my heart. And that's when you know it's passion. You know, when I think of passion, I think of Joan of Arc. And Joan of Arc led the armies of France against the English when she was a teenager. And she's standing in front of these troops as they're getting ready to go into battle. And she says, we must go, we must charge, we must go now. And their response was, if you go, no one will go with you. No one is going to follow you. And her response to that was, I will not be looking back. That's passion. The time to go is now. The time to charge is now. I have 10 years left to do this. I'm going. It's time to charge. And whether anybody follows me or not, I won't be looking back. Passion has nothing to do with the mind. Passion assists you when you have a great dream. It breeds conviction and turns mediocrity into excellence. In everything you do, passion inspires other people to join you in your pursuit. You can set yourself on fire and people will come to watch you burn. Passion helps you overcome insurmountable obstacles. You become unstoppable. You become unstoppable. Laura, you become unstoppable. Kim, you become unstoppable. Aaron, you become unstoppable. All of you become unstoppable. Everyone who's with us today on Zoom becomes unstoppable. Your children become unstoppable. Your children's children become unstoppable. It is your job to plant these seeds into their heart and their mind. Your life becomes a statement. Others will see their futures in your eyes. My fifth and final point today is I hope that you will join me on this journey. I have a dream. My dream has no walls and no ceilings. My hope is that you will join me on this journey with a destination that is assured. Okay, talk to me.
Well, this is some birthday